Through these misty eyes, I see lonely skies, lonely road to Babylon. Sorry, that's Rod Stewart. Yes, that Red Hot and Black, we'll do that. As soon as I look at the lyrics and all that kind of stuff, make sure it passes a smell test. Look, garlic bread. Sort of like Michael J. Fox, that movie. I don't know what it was. The movie there, like, towards the end. Yes, The Light of Day, I think. Possibly. Or there was a song, Light of Day. But over there in that corner, that's where, that was the retirement home of Caesar and Catalina. Over there at the bottom, I believe 105. Or something with a 5. I remember as a kid, I used to press the button, all that kind of stuff. They were in their 80s and stuff when I was like 10 or something like that. Or whatever. My dad used to bring me up on a Saturday. And, Catalina used to throw me $20. And I was like, wow. And then she's like, you stop by. Because I was going to school over at St. Anthony's. You stop by. And I used to bring my friends and all that kind of stuff. I used to bring my friends there. Bologna sandwiches and ginger ale or whatever. Italian stuff. They also had Italian stuff, but the bologna, because I was Americanized, okay? It wasn't until I got really like Italian and all that kind of stuff when Frank stopped by. When Frank was here, when I first met him, it was a different ball game. But that's why I had a fight with him, when we first met. That's how we first met. I was just up in the back, I believe, or something like that. But that was the meeting point. I have to talk to him again. He's gonna be on the show and all that kind of stuff. But one thing leads to another. Started hanging around with different. I hung around him, then I hung around with different people. The bands and all that kind of stuff. Next door neighbor, music, all this kind of stuff. We met Jake down there. We were talking about some things, places, and beyond time. Tri-City. 805. And we made contact this morning with John Morrissey, and I appreciate that. Much love, much respect there. Thank you. I actually interviewed him, I think once, maybe twice, but at least once. I remember that. And I appreciate it, man. I was definitely not knowing what I was doing. I was faking it. Actually, I faked a lot of this stuff up until about a year ago. Until I started really seriously thinking about, like, okay, you've been doing this for a while. What are you doing it for? Do you know something that I don't know? I'm talking to myself now. But anyway, I appreciate people stopping by. Like I said, we're just laying down some stuff. We're gonna have him on the show. We're gonna bring up the things. I got a good memorization. Got a good memory. But like I said, started hanging around with different people and all that kind of stuff. And I forget how old I was, but I brought a friend up to some big rich relative's house. And I'm not saying he made me do it, but I took something from the basement. And I got a bad name for it. I forget how old I was. I'll take full responsibility for it. It was stupid. It was dumb crap that I took out of the basement and put in the car. I brought them up. They were nice enough to let us go swimming. My dad was nice. Bring some kids from the city up there to the country, go swimming. And me, we're down in the basement. I said, oh, look at that. Like 8-track, this, that. They knew. They knew at the time. And, it happens. There's a different contrast between growing up in the city and growing up in the country. And we'll talk more about it on the show.